Good evening. Welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include: registration for the Big Fish Contest was held on Wednesday and Thursday nights. This week was Cleanup Week. Sandbanks Park is scheduled to open on May 31st. The council report and more, so please stay tuned. Two of the employees at Sandbanks Provincial Park went back to work on Monday. They are busy preparing the park for this camping season. Most of the signs are back in place and the wheels are in motion to prepare for the May 31st opening. Registration for the fire department's annual Big Fish Contest took place on Wednesday and Thursday of this past week. The Big Fish Contest is held every Victoria Day weekend. It makes that fishing trip a little bit competitive. The fire department are having a variety of prizes to gain this year. Tune in next week for the winners of the Big Fish Contest. This past week was declared Cleanup Week by the town. There were a number of different groups and organizations around our town this past week picking up garbage and debris. Individuals are asked to clean up around their property if they haven't already done so. Let's make our community a clean community, one that we can all be proud of. Most post-secondary students are home seeking employment for the summer. Some jobs have been filled, but most will be awarded over the next 3 to 5 weeks. Trevor Dolman was hired by Manpower as this year's student placement worker. He is in the process of filing the student registration forms and updating student files. He will be in the near future to let us know how many jobs there are for this summer. Phase 1 of the Incinerator project site preparation is nearly completed. All that remains is the completion of the fence and removal of some more brush in the area. The Smalls Island project is progressing nicely. The crew are presently doing underwater drilling for the pillars which will support the bridge. This project is not expected to be completed until sometime in the fall. Community events. The Ground Search and Rescue TV Bingo was won by Wanda Lushman. The Ground Search and Rescue would like to thank everyone who supported them. The Burnett's will be having a TV bingo on Wednesday, May 22nd at 7 p.m. Cards are $1 each or 6 for $5 and are available from any Burnett or in most stores around town. Please support the Burnett's and play TV bingo. Auction of confiscated firearms. The Wildlife Division of the Department of Environment and Lands will be holding a public auction of confiscated firearms on Thursday, June 13, 1991. The auction will take place at the Pasadena Recreation Center, 10th Avenue, Pasadena, Newfoundland, with viewing from 2 to 4 p.m., registration at 5 p.m., and the auction to start at 6 p.m. If you wish to attend the auction and bid on your or any other firearm, You must have a valid firearm acquisition certificate. This certificate is available through the Royal Canadian Mounted Police or the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary. If you intend to take part in this action, you should obtain this certificate immediately. Now over to Mr. Collier with the Town Council report.
Good evening once again, everyone, and welcome to another Town Council report. The following items or issues were discussed at a recent council meeting. Public representation. In attendance at the last council meeting were 2 citizens of Messrs, representing the 5 households in their particular area, seeking a road access and an improved sewer line to their area. Council listened to their concerns and advised them that an updated estimate for a road construction project would be done in the near future, and some decision would be made at that time. A few years ago, this project had been started by the town, but had to be abandoned due to a stop order issued by the owner of the land. This particular item has since been resolved, and the citizens are willing to cost share on a 50-50 basis up to a certain amount with the town in undertaking this project. As soon as new estimates are drawn up, the concerned citizens will be advised. The representatives were assured, however, that in the case of a fire, sufficient firefighting equipment would be easily made accessible to their particular area. Town Manager's Report. The Town Manager has advised that in the future, all delegates or representatives planning to attend council meetings, please advise the Town Manager or Clerk by 12 o'clock noon of the Friday prior to the regular Wednesday night council meeting. This will give town staff ample time to prepare for such meetings as searching and preparing various correspondence, etc., that might be necessary. The site work of Phase 1 of the Incinerator project is practically completed, with the fencing expected to be installed sometime next week. The Smalls Island Bridge project is progressing well thus far, with the contractor doing mainly underwater drilling for the support columns. The design and architectural plans for the new hospital are progressing well, with the tentative date for tender call still sometime in July. The town has made application for assistance for the necessary repairs and upgrading to our water treatment system. A second payment towards a new fire truck has been made. Council is still awaiting announcement on capital work projects. However, to date, none have been announced. Council is very pleased with the cooperation of the various groups and individuals during clean-up week. The garbage containers will be put into place within the next couple of weeks. At present, many new posts are being prepared. All citizens are encouraged to keep the town as clean as possible. Plans and preparations are now being undertaken for the setting up of a dental practice at the local hospital in the very near future. This service is expected to begin around early June on a 2-days-a-week basis, namely Monday and Tuesday. If the need should warrant it, this service could also include possibly Friday and Saturday. The dental clinic will be staffed by 1 or 2 dentists from Corner Brook. A public telephone booth is expected to be installed in the area of the town hall sometime next month. Town Manager was advised that no decision will be made on the disposal of the old hydro building until this fall. Committee reports. The Finance Committee recently held meetings and negotiations with town employees. Also, discussions were held with Seafreeze representatives regarding a tax agreement with the town. It appears an agreement has been reached. Building Committee. An application from an individual to construct a woodworking crafts building was accepted, subject to Crown lands and any other provincial department approval. The location would be on Reach Road, opposite the road entrance to the former Henry site. Correspondence. A letter and copy of building plans regarding a 20-room motel were received from Mr. Lyle Russell. He did advise council, however, that this project becoming a reality is contingent upon some governmental assistance plus approval from the Department of Environment. Council has approved his proposal. A petition from residents of West Muddy Hole regarding ball hockey being played on the streets was also read. These concerns were addressed and will be forwarded to the RCMP, asking them to patrol this area with a view to curtailing such activities on the streets. These activities continue to be a problem in several other areas around town also. A job application was also received from an individual seeking employment with the town. However, Council has no plans to increase its office staff at the present time. Other business. Council had a very lengthy discussion regarding the garbage dump with respect to the continual practice of indiscriminate dumping. Although nothing was finalized at this meeting, some rules and regulations will have to be enforced once the incinerator is erected, and also with the gate and fencing presently being installed. In many municipalities, these disposal areas are only open at certain times. Some are carefully monitored by the town, with the town staff or the garbage contractor being the only ones having access to the garbage dump. The town manager expressed much frustration at the deplorable condition that some citizens leave this area after disposing garbage recklessly in any area and also on the roadway. If this practice continues and the garbage identified, the town will lay charges against such individuals. A total of 39 student summer jobs under the Federal Challenge 91 program have been approved for our area. This number fares favorably with other years. Most of these projects will begin sometime in June and last for 6 to 8 weeks. There was a short discussion on the new fire hall uses and regulations. It was generally felt that the fire department would continue to carry on their projects as they did in the older building, with possibly special events at various times throughout the year. The town would regulate rental and public use of the hall outside normal fire department functions. In closing, the town clerk has advised that assessment notices for 1992 will be sent to all property owners on June the 3rd. Please be advised that this is not a bill, but merely an assessment. And if you have any concerns, call the town office at 886-2250. Well, that's it for another Town Council report. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, good night.
Well, that's it for this week. Please stay tuned now for the season finale of the Bandwagon. A special thank you is extended to everyone who came along to perform on the Bandwagon over the past season. Also, a very special thanks to the volunteers who spent countless numbers of hours filming the Bandwagons. Thanks, guys. We hope to get some new performers for the fall. On behalf of BBS and BBS volunteers, I'm Dave Cooper. To all you out there with tomorrow off, try to get up before supper time. Have a great week. Good night.